Hello, Nick here with the Tipsy Tarot, and today we are going to be doing a huge tarot haul. And I mean, it's huge. So when I was in Europe for a month, there were some tarot decks that have gotten delivered from Kickstarter, from Etsy. If there were some pre-orders, they got delivered. And when I came home in September, there were so many decks that I have to give you all a September tarot haul. We are going to be looking at everything from Kickstarter of what has came in to some indie decks that I've either gotten as a pre-order from their website or Etsy. And then we're going to be looking at a mass market oracle that I have gotten in. There are so many decks that we're going to go through. This video is going to be long, just want to let you know, but there are some amazing tarot decks that you all have to see. I mean, there are even some of them that I haven't even opened yet. And the reason why I did that is because I wanted to do it all with you. So first, we're going to start off with some Kickstarter decks. So this is a campaign where you were able to purchase a wooden box if you want. This is very beautiful. You can tell that it's handmade. It is not mass marketed or mass produced. The box itself is very sturdy. It is very heavy. And this is the Lost Kingdom. It is a dark fantasy tarot deck. This was also on Kickstarter. I do want to let you know that I will put down the links below of all the Kickstarter campaigns and all of the indie Etsy accounts or their website or anything like that. So this is the Lost Kingdom. When I first opened up this deck, as you can see, the edges are not correctly cut. So I don't know if the artists themselves didn't cut them themselves or what, but it is not done really well. Granted, you were able to get the wooden box if you wanted, but overall, I don't think it's really good quality. I will be totally honest with you. It has this glossy finish to it. It is probably like a 250 GSM, maybe 300 because it has a little thickness to it. The cards themselves are very beautiful. The artwork, as you can see, like you have the Magician, High Priestess. This is going to be a very long haul, so I'm going to try and rush through it as much as possible. So this is a dark fantasy, so it's supposed to put you in this fantasy realm of a different world and different characters that kind of come with everything in this fantasy world. You're supposed to get this dark feeling from it. I will say that it is not NSW, so it is safe for work, I would say. There's really no nudity in here when I was looking through. I don't know if the artist used AI, but in my opinion, I will say that it does look like they used some sort of AI in this. If they didn't, and then my apologies. They did a fantastic job not doing AI. But it wasn't shown on the Kickstarter, so I'm not quite sure. It is a little pippish in certain aspects, so I do definitely want to let you know on that. If you are someone that is into fantasy, this is definitely a deck that you would really like to get. If the edges don't bother you as much as they bother me, then definitely get it. But I will say that they are level when it comes to the sides. It's just the corners, and I'm a little bit of an OCD person, so that is not really something that catches my fancy. But like I said, the box that it came with it is absolutely gorgeous. So definitely want to let you know that. It was fairly cheap too. So definitely would add that as well. I don't know if I would ever work with this deck. I might actually rehome this deck just because, granted, I do like fantasy. I'm more of a Harry Potter kind of a person, wizard and witches. But I will give it a shot. Maybe I'll do some readings with it if I don't feel connected to it, which I'll be absolutely honest. When I opened up this deck, first, the corners kind of bothered me, but also I just didn't feel connected to this deck. So I might just rehome this deck, but we shall see. I should put this somewhere where and ponder about it. Next, I do want to kind of flip over really quick. I did purchase on Etsy from Peggy, Papez. She is a tarot card bag sewer. I'm not quite sure. She creates tarot bags and she creates tarot cloths. And I figured for the rest of this video that we can showcase her work and what she does, and then we would have a beautiful tarot cloth that I have chosen to purchase to show all of these other tarot decks. So I thought it was really, really cute. It came in this, it came with some purple wrapping. It says, "Thank you." And then it does give, it says, "For supporting my small business." I love Peggy. I also follow a lot of Lisa Papez as well. And I think they are both just very two genuine, beautiful women. So going with what Peggy has created, I did get 2 tarot card cloths. So the first one is our tarot mat, which we will be using. I would say it's probably like a 14-inch by 12. It is super cute. So in my yard, in my house, so I live on 5 acres. I live on a farm. I have chickens, and so there is a like circle of trees that are around my yard. And so I call that the fairy circle realm. And I did purchase a like about a 30-inch tall fairy and she stands on a tree stump. And I figured, like, what's nothing more and what's better than having a beautiful fairy tarot mat. So we are totally going to be using this. Thank you, Peggy, so much for my beautiful mat. This is absolutely gorgeous. I am not, I have not been paid to talk about her. I paid with this with my own money. So just wanted to let you know that if you are looking for tarot mats or tarot card holders, she is beautiful. And look at that sewing. It has like this sewing design to it. So it kind of gives that wispiness to it. So beautiful. Going with another tarot bag that I got a string bag. This is more on the larger side. And wow, that's actually really nice. It's thick. She's thick. This honestly was kind of giving me Harry Potter vibes, so that's why I wanted to get it, because of the blue and the red, and then you have the brown and the green. You have the snake here, so definitely has that Harry Potter vibe to it. And like I just said, I love Harry Potter, so definitely love this. And then she has these new cases, which I thought were really cool. You can basically use this as a tarot mat if you want. It'll perfectly fit 3 cards. And then inside is a nice little folder, so you can put a book in here, and then there's like a second divider. You can put your cards in here, and then when you roll it all up, and then you can just, bind it together, and then it is ready to go on the go. So I thought this is really cool. Since I visited Greece, the reason why I purchased this, actually while I was in Greece, I purchased it, is because it kind of has this Greek lettering to it, and I thought it was really, really, really cool. So thank you, Peggy, again. I thought these are absolutely beautiful. I wanted to wait to open it for my walkthrough and my haul, so thank you so much. Okay, next on the Kickstarter. we have so many decks. We have like 18 to go through. I'm going to try and go quickly because I'm a talker. So the next one is the Windmill Tarot. This Windmill Tarot is by Woe Studios. I have not opened it. I have been waiting to open it with you all. I brought my handy dandy knife here, and we're just going to try and go as quickly as possible. So as you know, Woe Studios makes some really great quality decks. The box itself, it's a 2-piece, very hard. On the back it says send your feedback right there. The Windmill Tarot is on Kickstarter as well. All the decks I'm going to show are from Kickstarter. The guidebook itself is in color and in black and white. It looks like that it gives descriptions. It gives you the source, the upright meaning, and the reverse meaning. And it does look like there is a little quote there on the bottom for everything. And then as usual, as a lot of other tarot booklets, you know, they have the court cards and the minor arcana kind of both in a 1-page setting. So very, very cool. It does look pretty informative, so that is really awesome. This tarot deck is going to follow the Rider-Waite-Smith. It is not really pippish, which is more up my style. Now, look at that gilding. It has this copper orange shiny gilding to it. Probably would be great as a riffle shuffle instead of a bridge shuffle. And then these cards are supposed to also be a little bit more on the fantasy side. Like we have a goblin here with the Fool. Looks like we have the Magician. Very beautiful. This is a linen finish. It is semi-glossy, and it does have some really good bounce back. I love Woe Studios card stock. It's very similar to like a US Games. So the backings are very beautiful. Kind of has it has that Celtic Catholic style to it. Roman Catholic style. These are gorgeous. Look at the roses on there. 5 of Wands, beautiful. I love some numeral numbers on there too, Roman numerals. And then you can also see that they're putting the symbol of the element on the top of the card as well. Very beautiful done deck. I feel very connected to this deck. I think that it follows the Rider-Waite-Smith very, very well. Look at that. 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, beautiful. You can tell that she has some like ears and stuff on her too. So it does have this fantasy feel to it, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Here's some water. Okay, now we're in earth. Very cool. So this you can get on their website as well, but I will put down the link below. Okay, so we have 2 Fools. There's 2 Fools in this deck. So it looks like we can choose a goblin, or you can choose the boy with the dog in the backpack. The choice is yours. Very cool. So that is the Windmill Tarot. The Windmill Flag Tarot for you. Next, we're going to be looking at the Enchanted Realms. I seem to be going with this fantasy situation. So the Enchanted Realms is also going to be a little bit more on the fantasy side. The box itself is just a tuck box. It's nice. It has like this matte finish to it. And this is the Kingdom edition. Not really sure what other editions they had. I feel like this is the only one that they had. Going with the backings, very beautiful. It has like this royal blue and gold look to them. It is linen, has some nice bounce back, semi-thick I would say, and semi-glossy. So this tarot deck is very, very cool to me. I think it's very unique. I believe that the artist decided to make sure that they fell into the same style all throughout the deck as well. If you want justice, hire a wither. I don't even know what that says. The hermit. So I don't know what has been coming over me when it comes to wanting so many different fantasy tarot decks. But it is absolutely stunning. It is Rider-Waite-Smith, and obviously it does have this pippish style to it too. See, now this is where I kind of get a little confusing. Okay, here's the 6 of Wands, and then you have the 7 of Wands, and then you have the 8 of Wands, and then you have the 9 of Wands. They're very similar looking, and I think that's why it's going to confuse me if I was to ever read with these for someone. And that is why I am not really into the pippish deck. Okay, 8 of Pentacles, working, right? Hard work, putting work in, focusing on something, not focusing on other things, but whatever you're putting your work in. I can understand that. 9 of Pentacles, okay, it looks like a tower. Then you have the 10 of Pentacles, kind of in a circle. All right, we got the crown there. We got some, a castle or some houses up there. I can get that. But overall, I think this will be very hard to read. And it's a gorgeous deck. There's beautiful artwork. The colors are super vivid. I mean, it is beautiful. Sadly, I don't think it's more of my style, but if you, again, are someone that loves fantasy, this is going to be right up your alley. I try to, read with all certain styles of decks, but for some reason, pippish is just a little too challenging for me. So that is the Enchanted Realms Tarot. Now going with the next deck, is going to be an oracle. We're going to switch it up and not do just all tarot. I don't know what came over me, everyone, because Kickstarter is kind of like a drug to me, and the fact that I'm able to support local businesses and local small artists, I think, is fantastic. So we are going to go with an Oracle deck by Karen Joy Gibson. This is called the Unapologetic Oracle deck. It's just a tuck box. It is on a glossy finish. It does have a little bit of information of what it says. It says, with striking visual design celebrating the peace and wisdom dwelling in the energy vortexes of the Redstone Direct, these clear messages can be used simply as divinely inspired affirmations or as a tool to further your introspection and shadow work. That is why I got this deck, because of the shadow work part. I do think that they are a little... When you do shadow work, I am more into someone where I want the answer, and if it makes me cry, then it makes me cry. Like, I want it to be bluntly honest, just like I do my tarot readings. I am very bluntly honest. I'm going to tell you what I see. I'm going to tell you what I feel. I'm going to tell you what spirit is telling me, and that is it. So it looks like we have this little guidebook, and it shows you some soul questions that you can ask for yourself or for other people, a little information about the deck. After all, the big secret, you are already connected. The universe is inspiring in your favor. So all about manifestation is what this artist is all about. So going with the cards, it says, I chose to be unapologetically happy. My energy is valuable currency. When I'm living this life with boundaries, my aura radiates. So very interesting, beautiful artwork, super simplistic. It has some beautiful bounce back. So if you want to do a bridge shuffle, loving the Buddha and the sun, this is like some namaste vibes, honestly, to make things beautiful with my presence. I love when cards have great affirmations to them. I just wish that if you're going to have some positive affirmations, there needs to be some negative ones as well. My mistakes make me real. I release all shame. So it is very goody goody. I would maybe the artist will make like a bad girl, bad boy vibe one, but overall, I can't wait to pull out some cards and see what I come up with. Let's do one right now. This video is already going to be long enough. I am an entire chaotic, rebellious being, and I am magnificent. That is correct. I know this is YouTube. A lot of you personally don't know who I am, but I am a chaotic person. I am very busybody. I am always doing something. I have a real full-time job. It's a career, and that keeps me busy. I love doing YouTube videos. I love reading tarot, and this was more of like a journey that I've gotten into within the last 2 years. But I will say that it's been a journey that has been absolutely a huge blessing for me. So I definitely am enjoying that. Okay, so going with the next deck, we have the Broken Mirror Tarot. This is also from Kickstarter, and this is also by, I think it's Woe Studios, yes. So another Woe Studios deck. They are just popping them out on Kickstarter like crazy. So going with the guidebook, it is just in black and white. It seems like they're doing just a little poem or maybe a little. So it says the page of, okay, let's look here. Ace of Pentacles. You came here with the merchant's ship, seeing the stars hanging high in the sky. You hear the echo of good news. The caravan told you that this is a blessed land. Interesting way to have for a guidebook, but that's absolutely fine. I know my reverses, I know my uprights, so that is very unique. Now this deck, the artwork to me is just absolutely gorgeous. Again, like I said, I love Woe Studios cardstock. It has this beautiful bounce back. They last forever. You could shuffle this 100 times and it won't even really show any warping. You have the Fool, here's the Magician. This has a very unique, like, look at the Empress's face. It kind of has this like stained glass, like rough edges, boxy style to it. And that makes sense. It's the broken mirror. The color scheme is more on the duller side. You can tell that they're using a lot more warmer earth tones. But I think this is the kind of deck that you can put together. And it's supposed to make a story in a way. If that makes any sense. So it does make a story. It's very cool. It is very muted of a color scheme. Let's see. What wands is this? That doesn't really help you. You're gonna have to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of Wands, this is the 9 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands. So there's no numbers. Okay, Woe Studios, you should have put some numbers. Because when you're reading tarot, okay, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's all I got. 6, 7. Similar to a Rider-Waite-Smith, kind of has that Pippish style to it as well. This is going to be hard to read with. I'm sorry, I'm a sucker with some numbers. Because the number helps me intuitively. I mean, you can intuitively read this deck if you want, but the number very much helps you get to that intuition a lot faster because you already know what the card number is going to be and what the meaning is. That's interesting. The muted colors are interesting as well. It's not a vibrant deck, I will say. It's not a vibrant deck. It kind of reminds me, and I'll be totally honest, it's a beautiful artwork piece. I love it, but it gives me this feeling that like WoW Studios ran out of red and orange and the warm color scheme and just decided to print on this cold color scheme and some earth tones. So that is the Broken Mirror Tarot. Next, we are going with the Guided Muse. This is by Ted Sue, just to let you know. Now, this, I have been patiently waiting for this deck. I am so stoked that it came as soon as I got back from Europe. The guidebook is very informative. It is in colored. It is absolutely beautiful. Honestly, I feel like this deck came very quickly. It gives me this idea that the artist has been working on the production of this during their Kickstarter because it came so quickly. I've been looking all over for this. So if you are familiar with the Wisdom of Pooh or the Wisdom of Pooh, maybe even it has like that recycle paper matte finish cardstock where you feel like it's going to bend and warp easily, but it's probably not. That is definitely this tarot deck. The box is magnetic. It is a flip over box. It is very sturdy, great quality. And that is what these cards are going to give. They look like they're going to be fragile, but they're not. The cards themselves are a little bit bigger than normal. The edges are not full, they're rounded, but it's like a very slight rounding. The border is beautiful. They are not giving you a whole bunch of border, but I absolutely love this deck. The feeling, it even has this texture, that linen texture to it. But I mean, they feel fragile, but they're not. That's why I'm saying, like, if you have ever played with the Wisdom of Pooh, or if you have the Wisdom of Winnie the Pooh, the paper is, the cardstock is similar to this. I am obsessed. Look at that devil. Star, the moon. So this obviously follows a journey, as the majority of them do. It seems to be with the same woman in the picture. 2 of coins, okay. So Rider-Waite-Smith, I am loving this. Look at that, 5 of coins. That is absolutely gorgeous. I'm just gonna do some more flip throughs for you. 2 of Cups. I love that. 5 of Cups. Wow. Now this is a very beautiful deck. You can tell this deck has a little bit more of a like Asian vibe to it. There are definitely some style, like Asian traditions in like the homes as well, as you can see. This gives me like Studio Ghibli vibes in all the best way. How fun. This is a gorgeous deck. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm so happy to have this in my possession. I've been waiting for this deck since I came home. This is absolutely gorgeous. And this background, oh, with the fairies, it is killing it. It is literally killing it. I'm loving it. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Trying to get it nice and center for you. Oh, beautiful. Peggy, you did such a wonderful job. I can't wait to get more from you because this is a beautiful tarot mat, especially to do videos in. So the Tarot of the Guiding Muse, absolutely gorgeous. I am going to be reading you all with this. Maybe I'm getting full moon vibes from it. I think I'll do my full moon readings with this. Beautiful, great quality. Next, we are going to be doing the Starborn Arcana Tarot. So this is by Omnito. So you can follow them at Omnito1. I have another deck from Omnito. This is something that you can get mass marketed as well. I have seen some of Omnito's cards on Amazon. So you can definitely tell that they are trying to mass produce, but I never saw that. My name's there. Well, now you guys all know my last name. So there you go, Nicholas Pena, number 87. How cool. The guidebook itself, oh wow, you have the upright meaning, you have keywords to it, you have the reverse meaning, you have keywords to the reverse meanings. Again, you have the minor arcana and the court cards all on just one page, while the major arcanas have 2 pages. Very informative. It also has this like rose petal finish to it, which is really, really cool. That is a very nice touch. I am huge on rose petal. So it looks like here's a little protector for that. And here is the deck. Absolutely gorgeous. Linen finish, semi-gloss, beautiful royal blue gilding. Beautiful. Oh, wow. These are gorgeous. Now, this Starborn Arcana Tarot is supposed to take you place as if you are in a different universe. You have the High Priestess, the Empress. Here's the Emperor. It's supposed to be giving you different feelings of characters from all over different universes. I don't know if you believe in aliens, but I absolutely do. It's definitely a conspiracy, which I think has been proven correct. So it looks like we have the court cards first, and then we go into the minors. 10 of Wands. Very Rider-Waite-Smith. How fun. Now, these are the creatures of fire. Now let's see if there's creatures of water. Very unique. Love the artwork. This artwork is killing it. You know exactly what it is. It follows the Rider-Waite-Smith. Absolutely loving this. Look at that 3 of Cups. Wow. How fun. Fulfilling. Friendship. Fulfilled. Love that. So now it looks like we have wings for the air. Loving that. Very vibrant colors too. As you can tell, every single element in different court is a different color. So you know exactly what element you're going into. The numbers are up above. You know exactly what the numbers are. Very nice deck. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. Uh-oh. There's the 2. Did we pass the ace? Or am I missing the ace? Page, Knight, Queen, King, Ace. Okay. How did I not see that? Beautiful. Very awesome deck. If you're someone that loves sci-fi, if you're someone that likes out of the universe style decks, this is a beautiful journey that takes you on a different galaxy. That is gorgeous. I love the certificate of appreciation. Tells me that this is a legit deck, and this is not going to be coming. It's not going to be an off-brand. So absolutely gorgeous. Love the rose petal finish too. That beautiful touches. All right, next is going to be the Evidence-Based Magic. This is by Ava Gamayun. So I was reading up on her Kickstarter, and she is an artist. And the beautiful thing is, so it says right here, inside this box you will find a collection of 50 selected surreal artworks by Ava Gamayun, created between 2014 and 2024. So for a whole decade, she chose a lot of her artwork. It is a visual chronicle of her artistic journey in the form of an oracle deck. Each of these cards is a window into a unique imaginary realm, an invitation to explore the mysteries of the mind, the universe, and everything. I'll list down her, and it does give her a website, so I'll list that down in the description box below. The box itself is one of those, like I call them drawer boxes. I think they're so cool. Rose petal finish. I love a rose petal finish, okay? Everyone, that is literally up my alley. Beautiful rose petal finish. Wow, dreams are real, it says in the inside. She also came out with a app, which I thought was really cool. Very similar, where you can like do your own tarot reading on an app, but hers is obviously an oracle reading. I thought that was really unique. You don't see a lot of artists being like, okay, releasing this on Kickstarter. Oh, and here is a app. Boom, like double whammy. How awesome is that? So it is called the Evidence-Based Magic app as well. So let's see, Black Hole, and we're just gonna go through the cards, and we're gonna just pull out one from that. So I was looking at her art, and they are absolutely beautiful. The cards have this gorgeous rainbow gold gilding. Look at the backs. This is a beautiful artistry. They are just absolutely gorgeous. Okay, this says Care of Identity. We're going to look that up because that was in one of the apps as well. Let's see if this is going to be in order of alphabetical. Case of Identity. Okay. Decision, action, change. The self is a continuous formation through choice of action. Every choice you make makes you. Love this. This would be a great poll to do in the morning, during the day. What do I need to focus on at this time? And it just has this magical look to it. It's gorgeous. This artistry, I mean, I love this artist so much. Oh, look at that. That's just so unique in its own way. It's beautiful. It's kind of gory in a way. It's raunchy. There's a lot of intuition that I can pull from all of these, from this. My intuition is just running crazy. Look at that. I wonder if she sells prints on her website. I'm sure she does. Artists always do. I think I want some. Gorgeous. Look at that. Wow. Oh my gosh, I have chickens. I don't have a rooster though, but that rooster has some crazy mad tongue issues going on. Wow. Wow. This Oracle deck is just every card. Wow. Look at how she did the foiling on everything. Oh my gosh. This is a wow factor deck. Wow factor. I'm obsessed. This is a wow factor. This is the evidence-based magic. And this is by Ava Gamayun. Wow. That is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Wow. I'm going to put that right there. Okay, next we have the Tarot on Canvas deck. As you know, this is supposed to be a tarot deck similar to popular artwork all over the world. Okay, hard deck, hard box, love that. So you can follow this artist, which I'll put down their information below on their Etsy account, White Fly Tarot. This is by Danilo Sanino. Oh, cool. So it's one of these chest box open. Love that. So it does look like that if you want the booklet, you can scan that QR code and it'll take you to the guidebook. I love that once sometimes, you know, it saves some paper. It saves room. It saves artists on money because they don't have to get a bigger box for it. Absolutely love that. How fun. I've been waiting for this deck too. And the crazy thing is, like, when I was overseas, I'm like, I really want my tarot decks. Like, they're all, you know, I'm getting my emails, they're all getting delivered, and I'm not there for it. But it was the best thing to come home to and to wait for. So they are not gilded. The edges are semi-rounded. They do still have that nice pointiness to it, which I am not mad at. It looks like on the bottom of the title, you have like the chariot and then you have the little number there. So that's really cool as well. But how awesome to take some artwork that has been done. Oh, well, we know who that is. And given it its own spin. How fun. Leaning Tower of Pisa. How cool. Got the Starry Night. Wow. This artist definitely used their imagination for this deck. I mean, how cool is that? It is a little pippish. But I don't know about you, but when the artist puts a lot of thought and they put in a lot of creativity into their decks, I feel more spiritually intuitive and connected to their decks. So it's like half pippish, half Rider-Waite-Smith. But I feel like I could still read it the way that I want. The numbers are still on the bottom. I know exactly what I'm looking at. Nudity involved. Oh, there's two men wrestling. All right. Very beautiful deck. And you know, it like the background is muted on the minor and the quartz. And then you have all the color. The main focus, the artistry, the open-minded creativity that this artist used. So I will say that it does give me this feeling that obviously, you know, we'll just like look at the minor and look at the quartz. Like the minor and the quartz, they're not really tarot on canvas, like, or it's not really artistry on canvas from back in the day, right? But then when you look at the majors, that seems to be the only time that they're using popular paintings and using that on their own tarot spin on things, if that makes sense. And then it looks like the court cards and the minor arcana is not like that. So I kind of wish that, you know, if it's going to really say tarot on canvas, it would be really cool if we did see all the paintings from all over the world show during the minor and the courts. There are definitely some Greek mythology in here, as you can see. Like, here's the god of the messenger, you can tell. Pegasus. A genie. It is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm definitely going to be reading people with this deck. It would have been cool to see, you know, the old artwork of everything, not just in the majors, but all throughout the deck. But it is still a beautiful, spiritually open, very clever tarot deck. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, we have 2 more Kickstarter decks. 3 more Kickstarter decks. And then we can go on to the indies. So the Obscuro Tarot, this is absolutely beautiful. I did a little walkthrough on my TikTok account already and the Instagram account. And I have not done a full walkthrough. I am going to put this in my haul, obviously, for September, but I am going to do a solo walkthrough of this deck because I feel like that it's getting a lot of hype and it needs to get a lot of hype. This is by Lada Glybaskade, or Lata Glybatskaya. So, going with the box, it is a magnetic box, flip box, guidebook. You scan that, it'll take you right to it. The inside has this 3D dimension going on. It is super, super beautiful. The deck itself, matte finish, rose petal finish. You know, I already said, the gilding has this matte black gilding to it. It is not shiny. It has this matte black. It is really, really cool. And it's unique. This tarot of Obscuro is so unique. You have the gold foiling on the letters on the bottom. You have the numeral, the Roman numeral on top. It is photography based. It is weird. It is funky. It is disturbing. It is every feeling that you can possibly think of. This deck has it. It is so unique in its own way. 3 of Cups, 4 of Cups. It is, again, somewhat Pippish, but somewhat Rider-Waite-Smith at the same time. It has its own feeling. I'm obsessed with this deck. I absolutely am obsessed. I mean, okay, here's the 2 of Wands. I don't see 2 wands here unless the hand is supposed to be the wand. The backing has this like spike ball, like medieval spike ball to it, right? Again, it's obscured. It's weird. It's creepy. It's scary. It's bizarre. It's obscured. It's the absolute perfect name for this tarot deck. Pentacles is a star looking. It's so cool. This artist did, I mean, 1,000 kudos. This is just opened your mind up to a whole different level. This would be a perfect deck for shadow work too, I would say. Just the way that it is. I feel like this deck would give you, and it came with 2 other cards. This deck is going to give you right to the straight damn point of what you want to know. We have a lock and a key. I have not looked at the guidebook yet, but I am sure that if it's anything like these tarot decks, this tarot deck, it is going to be very informative. It is going to give us a complete different mindset. It is gorgeous. Highly recommend picking up this. I will put down the link below of their Kickstarter. If I can find, oh, here we go. Yep, there is the website right there. uninspace.com, Instagram, unainspace. There you go. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I hope this artist makes more decks because this kicked it out of the ballpark. All right, the last two, and they are kind of a combo. So first, I purchased the Naked Truth. The Baroque Tarot first edition was still in the process of a pre-order, and I was able to receive the Baroque Tarot as well. I am so stoked because the Naked Truth is supposed to give you some Aphrodite, feminine forward, feminine style vibes, and then the Baroque Tarot is supposed to give you that medieval Renaissance vibe with a masculine touch to it. This is made by Spectrum Projects, LLC. The artist, is it going to give us the artist? Or is it just made by Spectrum Projects? We're going to do a little side by side here. Actually, let's look at the Naked Truth first. So the Naked Truth is very similar. It kind of gives me like that Aphrodite tarot vibes, you know? The guidebook, black and white, it seems to be very simple. It's just going to give you the, oh, I'm already breaking the book. Okay, well, it's okay. Ace of Wands, you have some keywords. You have the reverse, the meaning. The meanings, upright. The Ace of Wands is a call to action. Okay, so just basic information. Doesn't tell you why they chose what they chose for the card, but that's totally fine. I love some good information. So the Naked Truth has this like mauve colored glossy gilding. The cards themselves are nice and thick, has some beautiful bounce back. When I say bounce back, I mean that it's not going to warp after you do one bridge shuffle. That's what I have to say when it says good bounce back. Matte finish, linen as well, beautiful feeling. The inside of the box says, "May this tarot deck bring you many years of fun readings. With love, Mustapha." In nudity, we find the unspoken truth of existence, a candid dance of light and shadow revealing the soul's rawest form. Very beautiful. This deck is just absolutely unique. There are some nudity in here. I do want to let you know that this is not safe for children to see. But it's Renaissance. It's old style. This gives me... I'm going to be totally honest. This gives me Rome, Italy vibes. It's just, I went to the Vatican when I was in Rome this year, and it was so magnificent to see. These oil paintings, how raw it was, how disturbing some of the pictures were, and this deck is just like it, and it puts you in a different mindset of life. It really does. When you go into the Vatican Museum or the Vatican and you look and you see that painting that Michelangelo painted. It's mind-blowing. They tell you not to speak. They want you to be quiet. There are no pictures that you can take. Wow, look at that Four of Swords. Rider-Waite-Smith style. It's gorgeous. But yeah, you can't take any photos of any of Michelangelo's paintings. It is strictly for your eyes and for your memory. And this tarot deck gives me this vibe of that, where you can shuffle it, be quiet, have your mind go into a different universe, talk to your spirit guide through your mind, and ask what you need to know, and this deck is going to give it to you. Very spiritual, very beautiful. And the look at the background, the backing as well. Has that foil, that mauve, pinkish looking foil. You got all the zodiac signs around, an astrological wheel. Absolutely gorgeous. I am so happy that I purchased this deck when I did. I even purchased an extra because I knew how special this deck was going to be. Going with the Baroque Tarot. This is supposed to be giving you a little bit more of masculine vibes. The inside of this deck says definitely the same thing. May this tarot deck bring you many years of fun readings. Amor vincit omnia, love conquers all. So this is going to also have this different style to it. Again, similar keywords. It basically, I'm pretty sure this is the exact same layout as the Naked Truth Tarot when it comes to the guidebook. Going with this tarot deck, beautiful shiny gold edging. Love that. Love the gilding. The backing, same thing. You have the astrological wheel, the moon phases. It's in gold foiling. Linen finish, also matte, and it is more on the darker side. Also, Rider-Waite-Smith style. There's the Fool. Oh, wow. Look at that artistry. That is absolutely gorgeous. Wow. We have to do a flip through this. This video is going to absolutely get too long. Wow, look at that Wheel of Fortune. Got the astrological signs on there. You have the bull. You have that lion that's in there. Gorgeous deck. I should have got 2 copies of this. This would be a great gift to give to some of my tarot friends. The Visionary, extra card, the Maestro. So we have 2 extra cards in here. I wonder if there's more. 3 of Wands, 4 of Wands. So yeah, it's very Rider-Waite-Smith style in its own vibe. Not mad at it. I can totally read people with this deck. And the cardstock, it's thick. It's thick. It's sturdy. It's going to hold up. I think this is going to be a tarot deck that is more for collection, because the way that this quality is, it gives me this like high quality feel to it. This is going to be a... Oh, someone's here. Someone's here from Amazon. Absolutely gorgeous. It does give you this Baroque style. And the colors are dark but vibrant at the same time. They're clear. I have never seen such clear picture of like an oil painting before. Or at least it looks like oil painting. But what a beautiful deck. Absolutely gorgeous. I am so going to read people with this. Maybe, do I do the full moon readings with this deck for zodiac signs? That's a hard one because the next tarot deck I'm going to show you is also something that I want to read for the full moon readings. And there's just something about this next deck that you are just going to absolutely love. So that is the last of my Kickstarter decks. Like I said, Kickstarter seems to be my drug, and I went a little crazy on it. So it seems like I come back from vacation and I have so many decks to show you all. So if you have been still watching and you have been interested in knowing what Kickstarter decks have came out and what production has been done, thank you for watching. This is amazing. Now we're going to go to indie decks. Tarot of Her. Someone told me about this deck and I absolutely had to have it. This kind of reminds me a little bit of the Wild of Unknown or the Cantige Oracle. The way that it is, the Cantige Oracle is also a circle deck, but very vibrant. So this is Tarot of Her. This tarot deck is by Melissa Lafara. And the art is by Sarah Jane Lambert. The guidebook is chunky. It is colorful. It is in color. It goes by elements. It tells you exactly what is going on in the picture and the divination of information. Very, very well put deck. Or booklet. It is matte finish. It is chunky. It's in great quality. It's thick. It's chunky. There's some start to the day check-in spreads. We have some different kind of spread guides. And here are the two lovely ladies, the creators, Melissa Lafara and Sarah Jane Lambert. Absolutely gorgeous. When it comes to the box, it is magnetic. It's a flip top. The brightest light is within. Now, I don't have many circle tarot decks. This is gorgeous. You have the pomegranates in the center. You have the stars all around that are in this foiling. You have this matte silver gilding. The Fool, the Innocent. It has this semi-rose petal finish to it as well. It is beautiful quality. I think this tarot deck was a little bit more on the pricier side, but it is well worth it. Look at that Wheel of Fortune. The artwork is by far the most gorgeous thing that I've seen in a very long time. You can tell that the artist put a lot of thought. There is a lot of creativity in this. There are some hidden gems and some meanings to every single card. And I honestly feel as if, here's some pink gold, or there's some rose foiling around too. Five of Blooms, Stress and Stripe. So there are keywords on the bottom of the card as well. But just looking at the guidebook, and I was kind of, looking through it a little bit, and I honestly will say that there is so much information into this deck and into that book that I bet that if you were to read people with this deck, it is going to open up your third eye to more answers than anything. There are some similar tarot decks that do that for me, but the way that this deck, the artistry, the way that it looks, the color scheme, it's going to open up your third eye even more. There's so much symbolism, artistry in this deck. It is just one of a kind, and it is absolutely beautiful. It's very feminine forward. I love a good feminine vibe deck. I seem to be very connected to feminine energy decks more than anything. And it's this box. It is very, very well put together. I do want to let you know that this deck is by far the best quality that I've seen in a very, very long time. I will put down the information below, but I did get it from tarotofher.com. Absolutely gorgeous. So the next deck that I was so happy to get is the Heartwood deck. The Heartwood created by Stephanie Burrows and illustrated by Adam Ohlers. Do you want to know how absolutely jealous I was from other YouTubers that were able to get the demo deck? Absolutely jealous. This is just gorgeous. This is everything that I want. This artist, the artist that illustrated, and then Stephanie Burrows who created it, it's just gorgeous. The recycled, so you have some cards, and they're just little keywords of the suits. I think that is very smart, very way and cost effective. Put things on a card. The cards themselves are like this recycled card stock. They're thick. They hold up very well. I love how they come with a front and a bottom of a card protector. Thank you for the purchase. And then we get into it. So what I absolutely love about this deck is that it follows a mouse, and the mouse has a story, and the story is all throughout the cards. There's the mouse, here's the deer, we have the empress, the emperor, Hierophant. It is the lovers, the chariot. It's just so well put together. And it's just absolutely beautiful. I have been waiting to get my hands on this deck. I want to read with people with I basically want to take all of the Three Trees Tarot, the Oracle, the Tarot, and I want to do a complete world round yearly reading for everyone. So it looks like we do have some extra cards. So there are some Oracle that comes with it. So you have Unease, Discovery, Tend, Surprise, Home, and then we go into the Minor Arcana. I just think this is so clever. The mouse is in every single situation. It's just so unique, so different. The quality of Three Trees Tarot, their cards are just absolutely amazing. I love this recycle thickness to it. They even shuffle beautifully. The pictures, the artwork is stunning. There's so much detail. There's so much detail in every single card. It's just so stunning. I am so stoked to finally have gotten this in. I pre-ordered months ago. I have waited patiently for this deck. And then when I see on YouTube that other, influencers got a copy, I'm like, oh, I've been dying for it. I'm so happy. I am so much in love with this deck that I actually bought 3 of them. So thank you, Stephanie Burrows, and thank you, Adam Ohlers, for making such beautiful, gorgeous artistry and decks and wonderful quality decks and everything. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm obsessed. Even like the box is recyclable, like product. Save the planet. I love that. So thank you so much. The next deck that I want to show you is it's called the Lilifer Tarot. Now, the Lilifer Tarot, the reason why I got this deck is because there is a other deck that is coming out, and is an oracle from this artist. And I do want to let you know that it is a second release of this oracle that this artist has done. The Lilifer Tarot is also very similar to like the Kantiji Oracle to me. The way that this deck was used, you can kind of tell that it does have this like watercolor vibe to it. It's going to open up your mind intuitively. It's going to show you a different side of tarot than what you are probably used to. Just the way that this entire deck works is seriously beautiful. So the tarot deck that, so this is by Maryna Constantine. Maryna Constantine. Is coming out with the second version of the Reclaim Oracle, and it is going to be expanded edition. It is still going on, I believe, and it is. Oh, we have 3 minutes to go as I'm reading this, as I'm doing this video. Okay, so this is definitely not going to come up, but I do want to show you that this is the Oracle deck that this artist is also doing. It is called the Reclaim Oracle. It's a 99 card. And it is gorgeous. Look at that. Pledge of $5,555, and it got to $38,000. That is beautiful. I heard that Oracle deck is going to kick you in the gut the way that it should. The Lilifer Tarot is in, the guidebook is in color. It is kind of busy, but also it's art. It's art. And artists are sometimes busy like this. I think it's super cool. Going with the deck itself, they are not gilded, but I do want to let you know that the backings do have this gold foiling. It is busy, it is colorful, there's a lot going on, and the artistry itself, the painting, it's all in watercolor, or it does look like it's in watercolor, and it is just so colorful. This deck has been out for a while, but it does give you this open intuitiveness that you're going to get. There's symbolism everywhere in each card. Sometimes I don't understand some of the symbolism, but at the same time, it is in its own feel. It has its own vibe. It is so interesting. You still see the elements on the bottom. You have what zodiac sign it is, what number the card is. You have astrological signs up there as well. Or you have other, like here's, the sun. You have other zodiac signs if it means more than just one zodiac. You have what the elements are. It is very informative deck. The cards have so much symbolism, it's insane. But it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. There's a lot going on. It's colorful. It's unique. And it is so beautiful. I decided to purchase 2 of these decks because I want to read this deck, and then once I get the Reclaim Oracle in from Kickstarter, I'm going to do a combination reading with both of these cards. So happy to have that. So this is the Lilifer Tarot. I'm trying to go fast, folks, because I have probably already been on here for a very, very long time. So we got to keep this going. We got to keep this going. Next is a tarot deck. So during vacation, I have been reading and still reading. I'm now on the second volume of the Tarot Sophie decks. Tarot Sophie is a very informative and intuitive book that I have been reading. I think I said decks. I meant to say book. And they And so the author told me when I was reading this book, the author uses this tarot deck called the Spill Tarot. This is made in London, England. It was created in 2009. The box itself is a 2-piece box, but it has this denim feel to it with this like foot like stand or a stand feather. It has this denim feel to it. And I wonder if you can, it's so hard to open. I wonder if you can hear it. It's beautiful. This is a very well-made deck. But the the author of the book, Tarot Sophie, was like, I use this tarot deck all the time for clients, for other people, for myself, and uses this deck for a lot of their readings because it is a photography deck in a way. But also, he was saying that it is so informative and so intuitive that it brings out a different side of his readings for him. So the top of the deck just has all of these local artists that are in England or all around the world that has created this deck of photography. Now, the deck itself is a shiny, glossy finish, but beautiful bounce back, and it is more on the thicker side. We have the Fool, the Magician. It has this darkness to it. It is a photography style deck. There is obviously some nudity involved. This is a very adult style deck, but it's supposed to put you in a complete... That's pretty disturbing. It's supposed to put you in this complete different realm. The intuition that you're going to get from this deck while you read from it is supposed to be like no other. And from the guidebook, that is something that I should probably read into because there are so many artists that are involved in photographers, I'm going crazy here, that have done this, that there's probably a lot of meaning here behind every single card. It is more on the pippish side. So, but gorgeous all around. 5 of Pentacles, they're ashtrays. Doorknobs. So very interesting. It has its own spiritual vibe to it. The only thing I have to say is that the card quality, I kind of wish was more of a matte finish. I'm not a big fan of the glossiness. It reminds me of like the glossiness cards that you see on Rock Pool. How they kind of, I mean, these are not sticking together, but they're going to be hard to riffle shuffle for sure. I mean, it's just, they're kind of sticky. But very unique deck, very beautiful. And it looks like we have the backing of the end. Very interesting deck. Photography deck. This is probably my 5th photography deck that I own. I'm going to try and give it some readings, but I'll be honest, the artwork and it being somewhat pippish, I think that this is beyond my intuition. I feel like this is made for witches that have been practicing for over 30 years and have been doing tarot and spells for 30 years, 3 decades worth. But I will give it a shot and see if I actually feel very connected to it or not. As I was also reading the Tarot Sophie book in Europe, he was also talking about Melissa Lucia. And she was so kind enough to send me a oracle deck as well that she says that is very, very accurate. So this Oracle of Initiation, it is the Rainbows in the Dark. So when I was reading this Tarot Sophie book, it was saying how if you are wanting an Oracle deck to really give you straight up answers and using your intuition to the max, to expand your intuition and to really get some spirit guide help, or to connect with your spirit guides better, that this is the Oracle deck that you're supposed to have. I am going to be doing a single video of these two decks, but as for now, we're just going to kind of do a quick little haul and walkthrough. So Santos and Signs 1 and 2, Madonnas and Virgins Oracle. So these are different things that Lucia does. So she does more than just these two Oracle decks, but it says Deep Play 2021, trust in your intuitive knowing. There's a lot going on. Equilibrium. That is Lucia right there. Beautiful woman. So going with this deck, you have Luminescence, Potential, Instinct. They are one-worded answers. There is no guidebook to this. This is completely using your intuition. It is also a photography oracle deck. Sacrifice, Tempering, Gateway. There is a lot going on here. I wish they kind of gave us more information. So there is a little information on the back. The quest begins in the purity of innocence. You are naive and inexperienced. Okay, and then you go down. So there is definitely some kind of connection to every single card and what it actually means, and where you are at in life. But from what I'm reading from this Tarot Sophie, the volume 1 book, is that this Oracle deck is supposed to put you in wherever you need to go into spirituality. Very unique in its own way. Very, very large. It is glossy on both sides, so they kind of do stick together. I can't even get the cards to really, but so gorgeous, so beautiful. I'm so happy that I got this in, and I cannot wait to do my own Oracle deck readings with that. She also gave me for free, so nice of her, it is the Slang Oracle, the Supah Slang, Sophisticated Funk. And they're just supposedly right to the point. Kawachunga, I'm okay, you're okay. Bomb Diggity, so funny. Lame. Neato, she's crafty. Super cool. Let's do a little in the backings. Super fun. Let's do a little pull out for one. How about that? Is this YouTube video going to be way too long? I'll do a jumper card. It's Gucci time. Make my day, Gucci time. All right, cool. So this is going to make my day for sure to make this huge long video. And it's Gucci time. Let's do it. Actually, I'm going to take that vibe. Where did I put it? I'm just going to keep them right here. Because during this Gucci time, we have one more deck. Those were the indie decks. Now we are going to go into the mass market deck. And there's only one mass market deck that I got. I am so stoked to have it. I've been waiting for it, and I know it, and it came out the day that I left for Europe, so I wanted to wait to purchase it. So then it arrived when I came home, and it is the Earth Song Oracle. This is by the Earth Woman Tarot, Tarn Ellis. Tarn Ellis is a super beautiful artist. The Earth Woman Tarot I instantly connect to it. I have read people with it right away. I have read with it for some YouTube videos, for some TikTok videos. And when I heard that she was coming out with an Oracle deck, I patiently waited. And of course, I left for Europe. And so I patiently waited until and so since it was mass market, there was going to be many copies of it. And so when I came home, I was so happy to get this in, and I cannot wait to do a reading using the Earth Woman Tarot, which I feel so connected with this Oracle deck, the Earth Song Oracle. So going with the guidebook is in color, very informational. You know, you have the numbers, it's going to be numbered for you, so a lot easier to find from the numbers that are down below. It's going to tell you about the earth, the eagle's song, if you have the eagle's advice, and so forth. Very, very beautiful. It is more on the earth tone of things. The gilding is, again, this like copper brown gilding to it. And there are keywords: mountain, strength, constancy, unmoving, remain confident in yourself and your path. River, journey, flow, surrender, trust your journey and go with the flow. This also has feminine vibes to it, and I love me a good feminine vibe deck. Oh, some cards are getting stuck together. That is completely fine. Is there two in here? No. That happens when you have a gilding edge, and I totally understand that. But man, are they really stuck together? 5, 6, 7, 8. Island, solitude, independence, isolation, find peace in solitude and independence. This is straight to the point. This is going to be a great Oracle deck to combine with Tarot. If you're like me, where I like to use both Oracle and Tarot to get a more in-depth reading and in-depth answer, then this is definitely going to give you that answer. It's going to give you more information, and I love Oracle decks that do this to you. Whale, communication, empathy, intelligence, oasis, refuge, safety. So they're covering every single keyword that you can possibly want in an Oracle deck. That is gorgeous. And it's not a thick deck, but also it's not a 20 card deck, so that's nice. This goes all the way up to 36 cards. I wish some Oracle decks would have more than just about 35, 36 cards. Even more than 40. I think that 50 is a good Oracle deck. Like 36, 35, it's good. I like it. I mean, they are going through every single keyword of what you would want in an Oracle deck, and I absolutely love that. But me personally, I personally like a chunkier, thicker Oracle deck. Easier to shuffle. Let's just pull out a card of what I need to know at this time. With this Make My Day Gucci time. Winter, introspection, difficulty, hibernation. It is time for introspection. Be prepared for a challenge. All right, well, my introspection right now is just showing you all my September Tarot Oracle and Tarot Oracle Indie Kickstarter, just all over the place haul. My September haul for everything that I have gotten. And I mean, I know there was some things from August as well, but obviously when I got back in September, this is my haul. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you definitely enjoyed watching this very, very long video. I'm going to be doing some separate videos of walkthroughs of some of these tarot decks, just because this video is so long and there are some more decks that I really want to get into depth with. And I also want to read with some zodiac signs and get some full tarot readings out there, since when I was in Europe the Wi-Fi was pretty bad. So again, thank you so much. Please make sure that you like, follow, and subscribe to my channel to stay updated on later videos. We'll see you on the next one. Bye everyone.